Hello everyone, so we're back again. It's like, what, 11 seconds on stream at the moment? I'm just getting set up here, so let's get on with stuff. That moment where I just like catapult the box across the worktop. Fun stuff. So we're doing more on the Easy 8. We'll probably end up on Sims BD1 at some point today. Been chilling out. Hey Ultras. So, hopefully everything's in the right place. Everything looks like it's in the right bags. Should be, considering I didn't touch anything since yesterday. So, putting all these to the side. And going where I was up to, which was, I think, the backpack. There's the polycaps. There is, looking at it, looks like, yep, part of the backpack. Maybe the parachute, actually. Part of the shield. Part of the rifle. Or at least part of the machine gun, so, leave that to the side. So, most important runner is this one at the moment. And then the thruster bells and the other joints in here. I think I'll leave them in there. So, it's just cleaning up these parts and putting them in baggies. So, hopefully all the audio's fine. Hopefully the camera's fine so you guys can see properly, because we had trouble last time. And we'll just get on with stuff once I can find everything. Right, there's all the files. The hands have returned, I know, right? I was trying to find out where my craft knife had wandered off to, but it was in the Jupiter box just at the very bottom. So, let's do this. We got another part of the shield here, which I think I can put in the shield bag. Put that in there, because that doesn't need to be separated. So, shield, where'd you go? Trying to find it here. There we go. Camera's good, lighting's good. Nice one. Cheers for checking up on that. I'll be working on 40th anniversary Shazaku, says Ultras. Nice. Right, so we'll do the shield bit, then we'll work on the torso, which should be this, the backpack, and the pelvis, and the rest are joints and thrusters. So not too much to go. The tinier bits, I can leave those till later on, because they don't really need to be clipped out yet, because I might end up, even if they're just in baggies, they might end up going wandering at some point. So I'll clean up the shield bit, and then we'll do the other stuff. So, everything's good. Audio's good, camera's good. Let's get on with things. So yeah, almost done the Easy 8. I did quite a lot on it the other day. Dug in a little bit there already. I've been on a constant adrenaline rush all morning, so I'm going to try and come off it now by relaxing. I see no cup of tea, says John. I would have got one, but the thing is, I don't want to drink too much caffeine at the moment when we're trying to sort my my sleep pattern out, so I've already had a can of Coke and a coffee like really early this morning, because I ended up going to bed last night, and I think it was about 9 o'clock, and I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, so fun times getting up super early and going to bed super early. As long as I can get some sort of consistency and get rid of my insomnia, I won't mind. It's just annoying. I feel like with this at the moment, because I'm digging in a little bit too much with a knife, it's better just sanding over these with a file. Some Brits prefer the soothing taste of coffee, John, says Ultras. Dude, I don't mind either. I love both of them. Admittedly, coffee is a little bit quicker to make than tea. Tea takes a little bit of time to brew. It's still just as nice. Right. John, you've been keeping up with the Mechanites stuff, by the way. Just wondering, because I'm going to be probably asking people to start doing playtests at some point. It'll be closer to Christmas because of Jin getting stuff ready now. Have to blow the dust from that out of the... Right, all of that is fine, no nubs. Okay. So we're good to go there. Let's do the rest of this torso here. Been keeping an eye on the chat room, says John. Nice. Stop fapping, we don't need to hear it. What the hell, Ultras? You can see both of my hands on screen, what the hell? There we go. This plastic for this kit is so nice. I mentioned it on the other stream, but so good. I really wish this came with a bazooka rather than the beam rifle, but I think I'm gonna have him hold the beam rifle rather than the machine gun because the machine gun has very tiny parts on it, so it's gonna be fun to make up the beam rifle at a later point. What the... Oh, I see. Number 29 is the canister that they have on the front of the torso. Ultra says, so are you helping the dev from Mechanites? Or are you helping develop Mechanites? Is that... Or is that what I'm understanding? We test it. So... we play test it and make sure that everything's fine. Like it was recently put out in Devlog 5 that we'd been helping for a while, and now everybody's kind of eyeing it up and going, oh, hello. You know, I'm at least happy because it seems like, at least for some people, my name attached to a project that has mechs in tends to carry a little bit of weight now, primarily just because of my love of mecha. It's just a case of providing a good product. I just hope that like leaving the tester vlogs up will be good for anybody who wants to know like the development behind the scenes, because normally you don't get that kind of stuff because of NDAs. But instead we're just able to chat about it, which is pretty nice. Apart from obviously you know, the key points that we've not spoiled. Because we already know stuff like the ending and what's going on with it. But yeah, we're testing the game, and I help consult with the dev to help him decide on little things, like little choices. Like when people say they want to test, but really what they want to do is play the game for free. Yeah, I had a lot of that recently. Had a lot of that. Turns out the butler did it, says John. But yeah, it's fun working with the dev. Hey, Gundam guy. Just making sure I sand down these nubs. It's actually kind of funny because if you don't paint over them properly, nubs can look absolutely terrible, especially if you don't sand them down quite enough. So I think this is like the smoothest file I've got, and I just like using it to go over stuff. Okay, there's a tiny nub there, but going over it with some primer and then hitting it with some black, it probably will not stand out. I was watching Mecha Guy Kotsu's video before when he redid his Keradim review and painted his kit up again. I'm actually surprised he had so much problems with the custom paint job, considering when I did the Keradim Saga, paint job on it. It wasn't actually that hard. Like, a little bit of masking here and there, yeah, but... Gundam Guy says, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, it was just Mechanites. That reminds me, I need to contact Jin at some point and find out how he's doing. Right, torso. I'm trying to find the torso baggie here. Come on, where are you? There's the gun, there's the hands. This is the only problem at the moment, is trying to sort all this out. Maybe I should just leave the baggies to the side. With all the parts in, so at least I know where everything is. Okay, so that's the torso again, and I need to cut out number 28 there on the runner so that I can keep that in more or less the same area. Hope the audio is not too loud in the background. Music should be on pretty low compared to me, but should still be decent enough to hear it. Okay, there we go. So that's bits for the torso again. I just need to do the backpack here, and then the pelvis joints, and put those on the legs, or the same baggie as the legs. I'm not wearing headphones. I can just hear cats screaming / your music in the background, said John. Dude, what the hell is with the cats? They're outside or what? Best part about the Easy 8 is its backpack is easy to pick out. I love Mecha Guy Coach's videos. He puts energy into them, says Gundam Guy. Yeah, I like him. I tend to flip-flop between him and Zacharelius. Like, I don't know, some of Mecha's takes I'm not too keen on. Like the whole deal with the Keratin being a crap kit. I mean, it depends on what you wanted out of it, to be honest. I just wanted something that was relatively an easy build and something that I could customize and get it looking like the Saga version, and I managed to get that out of it, so, you know. John says, I hear him fighting every night. Dude, you got a cat problem around yours. Mecha has good energy. I like his energy, but I like Zacharelius's, I don't know, more methodical, more detailed take on stuff. Mecha has good energy, but I feel like after a while, when you've watched like 5 or so videos, it can be a little bit too much. Gonna sand down these nubs here just this little bit. The plastic's just a little bit more brittle around here for some weird reason on the backpack. That reminds me, I wonder whether they actually used... I was going to say, I wonder whether they've used the runner from the old Ground Gundam, but... Let's see. I'm just seeing it. No, it's definitely an Easy 8 runner. Okay, I actually thought it might have been a reuse of the Ground Gundam's backpack, but... I just watch Mecha because he's funny. Yeah! Like, I'm not saying he's a bad guy. Saying sometimes it's like, I don't know, he's just a little bit too hyper for me, so I go and watch Zacharelius's stuff instead. But yeah, I definitely like going to Mecha for some of the new info on kits and stuff. Zaku's a bit monotone for me. I mean... Yeah, I can kind of see where you're going with that. Zaku does tend to be a little bit more chill and a bit monotone, but... He's still good. he still knows what he's on about and can customize his kits really nicely. I feel like they're kind of different sides of or opposite sides of the same coin, you know. Like, if you want something chill, go for Zach Aurelius. If you want something a little bit more exciting and crazy, go for Mecha. Like, in the past, I'd been watching Robert 184, and I think it was Type V3, but he seemed to have disappeared completely. Robert's not been around the community for ages, unfortunately. Loved his videos. Don't want to file this backpack down too much. There we go. Can't wait to get primer on this stuff, because I think what I'm going to do is do primer first on everything, and then hit it with the proper colours, so it's going to take a while for the paint. I was actually going to go out and get paint this morning, but it was one of those of deciding on what I was going to do first before I even bothered to go out and get stuff. Because I didn't want to just go and buy and not have any sort of plan as to what I wanted to do. So I think what I'll do is get all the kits to a point where I can easily put them on like stands and paint them. And then that's when I'll go out and get the paints, because I've still got some, but they're all like metallics and things. Good guy says the only point where Mecha annoyed me was when he went mad at the HG crossbone for its scale. He didn't understand its 1/44th scale. Luckily that was his only problem with it. See, that's right. That's what I think. Sometimes the takes can be a bit weird. It's like, I don't know whether he's familiar with all of the source material for Crossbone, but it was kind of a weird thing, you know. Because I think at this point it's pretty much common knowledge for fans that late UC stuff goes pretty small, especially with like F91 and onwards. So it kind of makes sense for it to be a small kit. Then again, I didn't have too many problems with it. Really enjoyed the Crossbone HG. It was really nice to build. Or at least the parts of it that I used in my custom. At least you're cutting all the parts out first. It bugs the living daylights out of me when people paint them on the runners. See, the thing is, like, some parts can be painted on the runners, depending. But it tends to be a really bad move. It's better kind of putting them up on something like a clamp or whatever, or putting blue tack on them, or using cocktail sticks, you know, just to elevate them. I think what I might do is get a load of claws, or, you know, the huge like crocodile clips that attach to the edges, and just do it that way. Because it'd be a little bit more professional, because previously I've been using like loads of cocktail sticks and sticky tack, and I've gone through loads of cocktail sticks and sticky tack that way. So I think using the clips might be a little bit better. Mecha likes to drink a lot, which is why the videos with inaccuracies and mess ups. Oh, right. Didn't actually know that. That moment where the part gets dusty because of all the sanding, so then I've got to go ahead and rub over it with my finger to make sure that it's all off and nice and smooth. But yeah, this is just like the finishing touches to the Easy 8 build, or at least cutting out most of it. I don't know whether I'll do the rest of it at the moment, like the individual joints and things. I might do. I mean, they're staring me right in the face now, and it's tempting, so. Gundam Guy admitted to drinking on a couple of videos. I can't remember ones that he did admit to that, but I mean, just hope he enjoys his drink. Just trying to make sure. He enjoys it a bit too much, says John. This might be me, but I might be under the wrong impression. But isn't he Irish or something? Because if he is, then enjoying drink, you know. I think you got that wrong, says Gundam Guy. Wait, what? Got what wrong? Ugh. I'll probably be going, like, I wanted to do it for an hour the other day, but I went way overboard. We'll see where this takes me today. Just as long as it doesn't butcher my hands, I'm fine. Like I said, I've been on an adrenaline high all morning, so that's been fun. From how you read that, I thought you thought I was drinking. No. Sorry about that. Okay, that's a problem for me because it won't come off easy, and I don't want to force the part. The nub is pretty thick. I might have to clip that with the nippers again. Oh. Okay, lots of nubs with this backpack at the moment. What's going on here? Like, the plastic definitely changed quality on the backpack compared to the rest of the kit so far. Either that or it's just me. I think it might just be me, the way that I'm cutting things. As long as this doesn't mess up my hands, proceeds to cut through some. No! I've cut through my wrist before, that was terrible. I've mentioned that on stream before though, so... Yeah, no, I'm not gonna risk that. Let's just get close to it and then we'll sand it down. That nub was way too thick. With 2 C's. I think I'm really kind of butchering this backpack up with all the amount of nubs that's on it at the moment, but hopefully we'll be able to fix it. Hey Exram! Nice to see you! Oh, come on now. I'm trying not to sand down important parts. Because there's a slight raised edge on this section here, so it makes it awkward to sand. In fact, there's 2 raised sections. Okay, so that's going to be awkward. Same there. That bit I can do. We good there? Looks like it. Don't want to mess this up. Exram, did you get the DJ? Have you not bothered rolling for it? Come on. Don't have enough tokens. Might as well save up for Christmas now. Been looking in the GBO2 section again and dreaming. Dreaming of the time where I can come back and be like, yeah! Get back on the game again. It's funny, I had a dream that I got hacked the other night. I ended up waking up. Can't remember why. I think it was like early in the morning. I'm just like, Jen, have we got hacked again? Jen's like, what? I swear I have PTSD from when I got hacked, like DDoSed completely off the internet and had to switch ISP. So annoying. Oh, that nub is terrible there. That is absolutely terrible. Can I just try and sand this down without getting any of the other details? Yeah, I got DDoSed off the internet when I was doing my AC stuff ages ago. I didn't get hacked, I got DDoSed. Basically, it was, somebody did a thing with Skype, because I used Skype at the time. I don't use it anymore. It's also why I'm very particular with who I contact. What happened was they contacted me through Skype about the AC stuff. This is when I was doing the AC stuff. And said that they were a fan and wanted to have a chat. So I said, okay. And then next minute, the freaking managed to get my IP through Skype and ended up DDoSing us for like a month, basically. That was annoying, so I ended up having to change ISP because the ISP didn't know how to deal with it. And when we changed ISP, we got a new router, which allowed us to get around the DDoSing because we didn't have dynamic IP. Which was hilarious because I had to go and explain to the ISP what a freaking DDoS attack was. They were like, wait a minute, what? And when I searched it up online, they were like, if you're not a big company, you shouldn't have to worry about DDoSing. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, fair enough, you know. I see how it is. Nobody wants to help. It's really annoying. I'm talking about last night, what happened. No. It was just the, whole deal with, like I was saying, having a nightmare about getting, hacked or DDoSed again. I swear I've got, like, PTSD from that sort of stuff now. I even made a joke about it in my, my Discord profile. Right, so that can be... I know it's the backpack, but it can be more or less classed as the torso, so we'll throw that together. Hey, Pivel! Nice to see you again. Trying to get this open is annoying without breaking stuff. I'm like clashing bits of kit together here and then just be like, oh no, this isn't good. This really isn't good. Okay, so that should be the little bits for the backpack done. Just make sure I stretch my hands here so I'm not going crazy and doing my hands in. I'll get another baggie out and we'll use it for these other parts. Long time no see, but Pivel, by the way. Hope you're doing alright. Gonna see if I can move this chair under the desk a little bit more here, because yeah, look, lower it a little bit, and then we'll move it in a little bit more. I've got a load of stuff on the floor here, so it's a bit awkward to get close in. Nah. How's your hands? Well, I can rotate them now, which is a very good sign, and they're not hurting as much, so they're on the heel, which is why I'm starting to do these streams more. The idea is to slowly get back into what I used to be doing frequently and ramp things up again. So more kit streams, slowly get into like mass builder, dual gear, eventually GB3 when I've got the setup for actually streaming that properly, because at the moment everything's all over the place. John says it's Thursday. Yeah, and the day is Thursday. Right, so that's for the pelvis. Question is... Oh, I was going to say, was the crossbar for the pelvis, but that's the crossbar. Duh. Smart me. I'm super smart. Right, so that's the tops of the thighs. Then we've got the knee, or at least it's either the knee or the arm. I think I'm best just doing the tops of the thigh, because at least I know what they look like. And put those in the leg baggie. The hell is up with this music? I know it's like one of the werewolf tracks from Sonic Unleashed, but seriously, I don't remember it. Let's figure out which one it is. It is... Apparently it's from the Italy themed level. Okay, let's just... We'll just get a more chill one here. That one sounds nice. Holoska Night, that's the ice level. This one's going to remind me of Hoonie Pop again. I remember saying it the other day. Okay. I'm going to have to do that on stream at one point. Compare Hoonie Pop's soundtrack to this. Because it sounds so similar. Okay. Oh. At least with this, I don't have to be afraid of sanding down the nubs here. So yeah, hello to everyone that's watching at the moment. What weapon are you going to put on your custom EZA? I'm going to use the beam rifle on it. I was hoping I'd be able to get a Fetty bazooka, but I don't have a suit with a Fetty bazooka. Just trying to think if I've got any other suit that has a bazooka. The only one that I can think of is the standard Gundam, but it has the hyper bazooka that wouldn't fit. Gundam Guy says, you remember me mentioning I got into emulation yesterday? And I also wanted Fire Emblem as well, like 100% Crossrays a while back. Fire Emblem is the father of tactical RPGs. Yes, I remember that conversation. It's funny because I remember when Fire Emblem was literally just some random thing that they stuck in Smash Melee for extra characters. Nobody knew what it was in the West for ages. That's one thing I could try putting on at some point for a different stream, the Smash Melee OST, because that is such a good OST. But because it's Nintendo, they'll probably claim it and my channel. You know, like they did with MU Paradise, where it's like, oh yeah, we're going to stop you from emulating stuff, and even backing up stuff, and now I don't think there's another safe emulation website, not that I know of anyway. Like MU Paradise was the safest one. Funny thing is, I only ever emulated stuff that I'd bought anyway, so it was just convenient for when I wanted to show it off on stream at a little bit higher resolution. Or for when I wanted to do stuff like look at the models and textures. Okay, there we go. Kind of annoyed about Nintendo for doing that. It's one of those things where if you'd have had foresight and known about it beforehand, I would have downloaded a load of ROMs. You know, that I already had. Then again, you can get those emulation machines online that have like 1 billion ROMs in, so somebody's still got them somewhere. Did you know the old Ground Gundam kit came with the Ground Gym's MSV Rail Bazooka? Wait, what? I've got the old Ground Gundam kit? Don't remember that. I swear it only came with the 180 and the machine gun, I think? I have to have a look at it. I actually might have the spare parts for that upstairs, thinking about it. Or somewhere. I forgot I'd actually got a load more in my backlog that I didn't show off the other day. I've got like a ton of SDs hiding somewhere. That's gonna be fun, because they're all the BB Senshi ones, you know, like the Night Gundam and some of the other variants that you see in GB3. They're around here somewhere. just check this. Aha. Instead of knifing these, I'll just sand them down. It's all good. Like I said, I hope I get on the BD1 today. Because if I can make that much progress, it'd be really good, but I don't want to rush it like crazy. The one that came with the diorama set? Okay, fair enough then, because I had the standard ground Gundam, not the diorama set one. That came with the tank and stuff. There you go, there's a bit of a nub there. Not too bad though. If I keep sanding it for just a little bit longer, I might actually get rid of it. Okay, that's sanded down enough there. Let's try this side. So how's everybody been in chat anyway? I've just been chilling. Not really doing much. The usual, trying to ride out the rest of this year. That and trying to ignore all the news, because all the news seems to be absolute crap, like usual. Okay, let's just try and see if I can do a little bit of cleanup on these nubs with a knife. I might be able to get away with it. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. Okay, that cleaned up pretty nicely, actually. I'll tell you that. Coming guy says, just went to random ROM sites, stuck with what works. The thing is, like, a lot of these ROM sites have viruses on them now. MU Paradise was, like, virus-free, from what I understand. Which is what made it so viable for everybody. Because all the other ones are like, input your credit card details. It's like, nah, I'm good, thanks. It's kind of like when you want to watch anime. You try and go on decent sites to watch anime. And sometimes they just have like adverts all over the place. Like Kiss Anime was messed up towards the end of its lifespan. Any Gundams you want to see made in Gunpla, says Eggsram? Ooh. Good question. I'm trying to think now. What would I want to see that hasn't already been done? You know, because like most of the stuff that I like has already been done, really. Thinking about it now. The Superior Dragon, the non-SD one, the HG one, I'd actually like to see just a general release of that instead of a special release or one that costs like over 200. For anyone who doesn't know, it's the one at the end of Build Fighters Island Wars. You know, the giant golden suit of armor. That is actually the Superior Dragon SD. It's got the SD head on it, but the rest of it is like HG, if I remember rightly. Love that. That'd be so cool. Oddly enough, my brother wants the Camoof, says Gundam Guy. Don't they already have the Camoof? I know we have the Zuda. John says, I got Keyshot for free. What's that, John? I don't think I understand that. Pirate sites want all your money and info. That's why they have all those ads and stuff. True, true. Pivel says the ball. Hey, Stealth! I want the Impulse with all the packs and all 3 Zaft prototypes. Thinking about it now, like with seed stuff, they did a lot of suits, but I'm trying to remember. Like, the other stuff that I do want, like for instance the TV versions of the wingsuits, they're slowly coming out. Like I've got Heavy Arms coming pretty soon. I might as well get Sandrock while I'm at it. Because I want all of them in a group. So I can't wait for Death Scythe. Like, the moment that comes out, I'm dropping a pre-order on it. I've mentioned it so many times on stream. You know, they do Death Scythe and Death Scythe Hell, the TV versions, because they look so good. Not like edgy Batman. And I'll take him. You know, I actually hope they do like Ultron and Death Scythe Hell, the TV versions. That'd be so good, but it's taking forever to get there, to get to those suits. And Epion. HG Epion would be good. The rest of the Shuffle Alliance. Yes. Hell, I need more G. I need more G Gundam. They only did the Shining, the Noble, the God, and the Master Gundam. Give me the rest of the main cast. You know. And the Devil Gundam. Just give me a redone Devil Gundam so I don't have to go ahead and do this Kit Bash one that I've got planned. Because the HD Devil Gundam is so old right now. Like, every other video more or less tells you how old it is. Like, at some point I might get started on that and see whether I can replace the head with the Starburning's head, because it's so close to being the same head unit. Just want it to look a little bit better. Keyshot is a lighting program worth 2,000. Ah, nice. Didn't actually know that. Learned something new again. They only just made the Wyndham. Yeah, that's true. Get P Bandai Sandrock, says Stealth. Wait, why? I was on about this with somebody else the other day and saying I wish they'd make the Pale Rider so it wasn't just a P Bandai, but they do love having the Pale Rider as P Bandai because of it being from a game, so they think that not many people will want it. It's like, god damn it. If I could get hold of a Pale Rider ground type really easy, I would as well. At first I was going to get the Pixie, but, you know, like to round out and represent some of the suits I'd got from GBO2 that were my favourite, but I figured I'd only focus on the Easy 8 for this because it made sense. Easy 8's one of the more familiar ones that everybody knows I end up using. John says, it's used in tandem with... Oh no. It adds realistic lighting. I was going to say, like, I'm going to have to look into Keyshot now because it sounds very similar to, like, Substance or Quixel. Except that Substance and Quixel are really cheap compared to that. I have to know what the differences are. Give me more Freddy suits or stuff from Seed. There's that one from Stargazer. Wait, what? There's quite a lot from Stargazer. Like, we've got the Stargazer, the Strike Noir. Then we've got all of the modified Seed standard Gundams. So we've got, like, the, what was it, the Verde Buster and stuff. That has the weird face mask. I think I'm almost done here with this. And then I can bag this. Okay, so this side is the one that actually works. The other side is pretty smooth. Okay, let's see here. The Sloth Dagger. Ah. Like I said, they only just made the Windham. Yeah, I've seen Mecha's review of that. Quite a few people did the Windham recently. Then again, like we said, it is a new release. This goes in the leg baggie. At least I know what's what in all these bags now, so I can easily just throw them together. You know, the idea is it's meant to eventually help me with speed. Those are the thruster bells. That, not too sure of that part there. Just looking at these individually. Let's make sure I have the manual on hand here. Good job I got those Tamiya weathering kits as well for later. So I got the hands, which I'm probably only going to have like one pair of hands here. Oh, slightly off camera there. Let's get the hands, end of the rifle. Not sure what that is. It's probably the barrel for the rifle by the look of it. The handles for the beam rifle, that's the machine gun. That, not entirely sure. It's a ball joint. That might actually be part of the waist. Let's have a look. I only got it for free because of another mate. Ah. Right, let's see. Let's just make sure that I'm not going absolutely stir crazy about this joint in the legs here. Oh, it's an ankle joint. So there should be two of those. So that can go in the legs. Well, let's do that then. So there's that one there, but where's the other ankle? It's gonna be part of this runner, I think. Yeah, it is. You can see it there because it's the same. Okay. At least I know what I'm working with now. Like it in future if they just kind of put all the stuff for one section of the suit on the same runner, so you can turn around and be like, okay, this runner is definitely all the legs. You know, and make things so much easier. Right, so let's put this to the side for the moment. We'll open this baggie and get the other ankle out and the other bits. I'm afraid of paying 13 months for ZBrush. I ain't paying 2,000 for another program, says John. Dude, I don't blame you. Like, all those programs are ridiculously expensive. I should know. I've used them all at some point. What's the Earth faction called in Seed? The Naturals. Yes, Gundam Guy. Sorry for not responding beforehand. It's Naturals versus Coordinators. Still not finished Seed. Still not finished Seed. I'm still in that phase of trying to get past episode 12 and then next minute Kira starts crying again over one thing or another, and then I suddenly get really annoyed and turn it off. That tends to be what happens. I've already complained for hours at length about how Kira is just a crybaby. You know, you'd think at some part he'd actually man up and just get on with what he needs to do, but no, every other episode is him crying. That really puts me off. Zaft versus the Earth Federation, I think it is. I think Coordinators versus Naturals. Haven't seen Seed, truthfully. It doesn't interest me based on what I know about this purple. Yeah, it's one of those things where the suit designs interest me, and some parts are kind of okay to watch, but just in general, the whole way of it being a little bit more of a soap opera wrapped in the Gundam universe and lore doesn't really appeal to me as much. Ultras, what the hell, dude? Nobody said that. Nobody said anything about SAO. Stop trying to change the subject. Just doing this ankle joint here now, making sure the ball joint is nice and smooth. Gundam Guy says, I enjoyed seeing Destiny. It was my first experience with Gundam. Oh no, now everybody's going on to SAO. No, Ultras, you are literally hearing things there. Literally hearing things. Gundam Guy is correct in chat here. Wait, they're rebooting SAO, what? They've done so many versions of SAO now as well. I never even bothered to keep up with it. I only watched like the first couple of episodes and it didn't really appeal to me. Just like, yeah, I'm out. The funny thing is, I've watched other stuff for way longer as well that is objectively worse, like Gate. Gate was something that I didn't mind watching because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. But objectively, everybody says it's a bad anime, and so they fought beyond the gate. Could have been so much better, to be honest, but it's one of those things where you just kind of switch off and just watch it, especially when you've got no hands. How many movies does SAO have? I have no clue. Like I said, I've not been keeping track of SAO. It's not something that I bothered with, so I've just been kind of mulling around. I know of its existence. Stopped watching SAO after Gun Gale, says Pibble. John says, basically, instead of rushing through the first half of Sword Art Online, the new show will take it floor by floor. What, all the way up? Game was just bad because it was basically the JSDF wrecking fancy characters because guns. I mean, it's not exactly as if fancy characters can fight against guns, so it's kind of realistic in that sense. You know, can't exactly take a guy with a pitchfork or somebody with a sword and be like, yeah, fight against someone that has a freaking 5.56 rifle. You know, the idea of fantasy versus modern military is kind of cool, but I think Gate just kind of proved through it's one of those things where maybe you shouldn't bother going through with it because it's just a cakewalk. The more interesting stuff in Gate was when it started getting to people doing like sabotages inside enemy lines. That was pretty cool. When they didn't use the guns. The thing is, like, there was a large section of Gate where they just didn't use guns and didn't really do much. They just kind of hung out at base and had some adventures. That was crazy. Okay. This is all pretty easy so far. I'm just slowly going through and prepping everything. Not too bad. Just gonna make sure I don't butcher these parts and we're good to go. They could have made it possible, but they didn't. They deliberately made it so the fantasy was objectively weaker than modern technology. I mean, you did see the dragons put up a bit of a fight. They didn't want to go like face to face with the dragon because there was a small arc at one point where they had the main fire dragon have to be taken out a little bit differently. But yeah, it's kind of like turning around and being like, here's Cavemen versus JSDF. How do you think it's gonna go? You know, I honestly don't think they're gonna win because guns. You know, I'm trying to figure out where I put my where did I put my vial? It was here a second ago. Oh, it fell in the box. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, it's one of those things where you just kind of switch off and enjoy for what it is. I think I wasn't totally against the idea of the whole fantasy versus military concept because I'd watched other shows that were kind of similar and had a similar sort of outcome. Yeah. Trying to check which bits of the file can... Yeah, that's definitely... Actually, can that be used a little bit here? These files are so old. It's like, yeah, this is the smoothest one I've got, but it's a case of which part actually still has the bits on that work. And which parts are just totally overused. Pinning Guy says, slowly going down the rabbit hole. I've been watching more and more random compilations. Still haven't watched a full stream yet. Wait, what? If you know, you know. Huh. I mustn't know. Just about to say this song reminds me of Christmas, and then I just remembered it's from the freaking ice level, so of course it's going to remind me of Christmas. Gate was an ad for the Japanese Self-Defense Force, says Pivel. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The Japanese Defense Force and a 9,000-year-old lolly or something? Or was it 900? that was the weirdest bit. Always have one of those characters, isn't it? A tsundere lolly. It's like, come on, seriously, get this off. Nobody wants this. I don't know who those characters appeal to, but it's kind of weird. It's like I said in all the Taimanin streams. That kind of character you just stay away from. I was talking about VTubers, this kind of guy. Oh. Just as long as you don't go simping to anybody, you're fine. To be honest, I've not bothered watching any VTubers. It's one of those things where I've heard other people talk about them. Just not bothered. The only thing I've seen is I think Jen showed me bits of footage of swearing in Japanese. That's about it. They're probably old guys anyway, says John. You never know. Right, I think I'm done with these ankles at the moment. Exram says, I had to go to the makeup store to get one of those multi-sided filers. It has like 7 sides. Helps me a lot with my Gunpla. I don't care, the content is freaking hilarious, this Gundam guy. Dude, as long as you're not simping. Don't want to be throwing your money away on stuff like that. Pibble says, dude looks like a lady. Everybody else is playing Dead Space and stuff, and I'm sat here doing model kits. I don't mind. I need to relax. It's either that or like Murder House and stuff. To be honest, I've kind of Probably used up all my ideas apart from like Alien Isolation or something for Halloween already. Because we've already done Dead Space and Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3. The only things I've not done are like the DLCs. I've not shown them off. We've done Res Evil 4. We've done Res Evil 2 and 3. 5 is an action game. 6 is... it's a thing. Hey, what's going on here? We've done Dino Crisis. Oh, it's a boss fight. There we go. There we go, just had to change the music. Okay. Are you going to participate in the GBO Halloween event, says Eggsram? I might do. I might do. I wonder if that other video was uploaded recently. Gonna have to check that out in a bit. Who knows, I might just participate. You might find some surprises are hidden in store. Just need some ominous music, you know, like the JoJo style ominous music when I said that then. Or the, or is it the sound effect for when like Dio's on screen or cars? It was like brrr. Yeah, Gundam Guy, that's the one I was on about. Nice one. Fun times. Really want to go back and watch more JoJo now because I'm still not finished part 1 and 2 properly with Jen. We finished part 4 and 5. Can't remember when they finished Stardust Crusaders together, but I've still finished Stardust Crusaders on my own anyway. You have to go through Phantom Blood and Battle Tendencies. But yeah, I need to insert the menacing JoJo theme for me mentioning the Halloween event. It's like I said in the announcements section, everybody better be dusting off the stuff. People are going to be rusty. Phantom Blood and Battle Tendencies are my favourites, says Eggsram. From what I've seen of Battle Tendencies, I do like it. Phantom Blood, the start of it with the dog Danny. Oh, I don't know what Araki has against dogs, you know. Every time there's a dog in JoJo, something bad happens. You must just hate dogs. I don't know why either. Never seen so much violence against dogs before. You watched JoJo Out of Order? Yeah, I watched JoJo Out of Order. I watched Stardust Crusaders first. I can't even remember how I found out about JoJo. Honestly, I can't remember. I think it was just random stuff I came across on YouTube and then was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. But yeah, I watched part 3, part 4 and part 5 in that order. I know of the other parts. I've watched bits of Phantom Blood and Battle Tendencies. I think I have the DVDs for them. I need to find out where they are so I can finish them. But yeah, I've got a bias for part 3 being really good because I started with that, but part 4 is fantastic. Part 5, it has its moments. I'm not too much into it compared to part 4. Part 4 is definitely one of my favourites. You didn't read the full joke, says Goodham Guy. Sorry, I was speed reading. You watched JoJo out of order. How dare you? Your anime license is hereby revoked until 20... You're no longer allowed to watch anime until 2022. God damn it. Exram says, apparently he loves dogs and just uses their deaths to accentuate how evil the villain is. I mean, I suppose you can... It really does highlight how nasty somebody is if they're busy kicking around or killing dogs or whatever. It's just crazy, you know. It's always a dog that ends up getting hurt. Although, saying that, I think there's one that avoids getting hurt in either part 4 or part 5. Distinctly remember one of them getting off scot-free. Pivel's comment got censored by the YouTube censor police. Just had to uncensor that then, because Susan's like, censor this now! Susan sounds like a decrepit old woman in my impression. Get me more ad revenue! That's my best impression of Susan. Damn you, Susan, says Pivel. I know, right? I'm just trying to do a stream here. You know. And Susan's busy censoring everybody. Did anybody see the whole thing about, what was it? Not getting political, by the way. I'm just mentioning this because of censorship thing. Did anybody see the news about Twitter versus, I think it was Ted Cruz or something? That was interesting, with them trying to wriggle out of saying they didn't censor media or anybody, and then next minute Ted Cruz walks them into saying something along the lines of, yeah, we force people to repost stuff because otherwise we just flat out censor the post. Like, wow. Hate censorship. Really do. Maybe Araki is like a yandere with dogs, says X-Ram. Oh god. Right, we're good for the moment. Oh god, I'm going to need to do stretches with my fingers because my hands are killing at the moment. It sounds like... It feels like they're freezing up slightly. I might need to call it there. How long have we been going on for now? Let's have a look. It feels like all my... an hour. Feels like all my hands are slowly tensing up here. It's really bad. I might have to dunk them in hot water in a little bit. Oh, let's do these physio... Yeah, it's physiotherapy stretches. For both of them. Have you seen JoJo's? I don't think you can make something like it that you would describe as normal. What's everybody's favourite stand, by the way? Mine's the hand from part 4. And primarily how Okuyasu uses it. Absolutely love that stand. Plus its theme is amazing. There we go, so we've got most of the legs in there now. Don't have one. Never seen JoJo, says Ultras. Get out of here. You need to go watch some Ultras. You'll probably really enjoy it. Either that or you'll come back and get crucified by everybody for not liking it. Honestly, I've not heard anybody who... I've not heard of anybody who doesn't like JoJo's, at least one part of it. John says, never really seen it. Don't plan to either. God damn it, people. Right, let's just check I've got everything here. Not planning on watching JoJo's? Jeez. What's going on with people? Going crazy? It's like saying you'll take a bullpup into a fight that has a bunch of bazookas. Haven't seen it either, says Pibble. God damn it! How many people in chat at the moment haven't seen JoJo's? I've seen clips on jokes, but I don't think I could put up with it for long, says John. What? It's not a show that appeals to me, says Ultras. This is like everybody's moment when they turn around and go, yeah, we've not seen JoJo's. I'm sat here going, come on. I'm just joking, by the way, guys. I'm not like criticizing or going in on people for not watching it. It's just a little bit surprising. I just realised I need to put everything in that one, not in the other one, because that one is the lid. I wanted to get on the BD1 today, but instead I'm still doing the Easy 8 here. I mean, at least we've made some good headway with the torso and the legs. Fun thing is, after you've seen these parts over and over and over again in several kits, you kind of know what goes where, so in general it's been pretty easy to pick out the hands and the arms and pieces and do them pretty quickly. It's like One Piece. If you didn't start watching around the beginning, the show has come too far to sit through it to catch up. No. JoJo isn't like that. Or rather, JoJo's isn't like that. Guess I'm not watching it then, strokes bullpup, says Pimble. You can't take a bullpup to a bazooka fight. It's not going to be good. You're just going to get freaking constantly stun-locked. This is common knowledge. Part of GBO 2 is literally stunning the enemy to death. If you're not down for stunning enemies infinitely, then you're not going to have a good time. You know. How long is JoJo? Each part roughly is, I think, about 25 episodes. It's like Symphogear. Symphogear is about 50 episodes. I think. Could be wrong about that. There's 13 episodes in each season for Symphogear. JoJo's, I think, maybe a little bit longer, but they split it up into parts. You don't always have to watch the parts in order, though. Part 4 could be done as a completely separate story on its own. Part 1, 2, and 3 kind of follow on from each other quite well. Part 4 still follows on from Part 3, but you could watch it individually and get away with it. Part 5 is a completely separate thing, really, even though it continues on. Part 6 is the final part, and then they reset the universe. Still Ball Run, Part 7 hasn't been done yet, and JoJolion is still ongoing in the manga. Basically, they've made everything up until Part 6 into an anime. Hey, Boaty! You obviously take Vulcans to a bazooka fight. Now, if people want to get constantly bazooka down swinged, well then, you know, that's fine with me. But if you're not running bazooka and getting as many downswings in as possible generally, it's a bad time. GBO is constantly about punishing people while they're on the ground for the silly mistakes that they've made. Learned that the hard way. If you're not constantly taking advantage and downswinging people's legs while they're on the floor, then it's not good. I'm just cleaning up everything here at the moment because I've got bits of plastic on the table. Just kind of pushing it into one area that I can use to clean up. Exram says part 6 is the one where the protagonist is getting off to Tom Cruise. I can't remember. Part 6 is Stone Ocean, the one where it's set in a prison. Because you have, in order, it's Phantom Blood, Battle Tendencies, Stardust Crusaders, Diamond is Unbreakable, Golden Wind, or Vento Arreo, sorry. And then Stone Ocean, Steel Ball Run, and JoJolion. Steel Ball Run's going to be funny because that's where they collect corpse parts. I want to see that one because it sounds interesting. Sat here busy doing freaking stretches on stream. Oh god. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to dunk my hands in hot water before I do anything else today because it feels like, because I've been constantly just doing this and leaning on my elbows, it feels like my hands have just tensed up like crazy. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed the Easy 8 for now. That's part 2. We'll get into the BD1 probably next stream. See what happens. Bazooka down, swing your hands, Moody says Boaty. Dude, I think they've already been bazooka down swung. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much for everybody that's been in chat, and thanks for everyone that's left a like. It helps the channel as usual, and I'll see you all on Discord. Bye!